Yeah? Mm-hmm.
What is up, guys? Welcome to part 8 in what is likely going to be the final part of my Pillars of Eternity 2 playthrough.
Mm.
I've explored the entire game world map, and the only place I have left to go is the final area. So, that's what we're starting with. Oh, okay, almost the entire game world map. We gotta explore here first. Actually, no, we're going to the final area. I think everyone's level 16? Yeah, everyone's level 16. Hopefully I don't need to level up the rest of my companions that I don't have. Not interested. Carry on. Oh shit. Alright. This is it. How long has she been injured? She's been injured for like 3 months straight, and she's not getting healed. I don't understand. What are you barking at? Oh, it's motivational speech time. Oh, that was a very short motivational speech. Success. Hope everything was fully, yeah, I wasn't getting the -1 repair as I was moving, I don't think. Sales are not doing too well. Maybe I should have gotten a junk. for now. Yes, it's time to fight the Kraken! I guess it's not time to fight the Kraken. The fuck is that? Okay. Let's do this.
Whoa, that's, where would you even stab something like that?
Everywhere possible.
What manner of creature is this?
Oh, you guys shouldn't have said anything.
So alone, never alone. Kaizo preached. Here, we have been here. Where are the gates of Kaizo? We guard the silence of Kaizo. You are a disturbance. Aethus has disturbed the bones of Kaizo. The old pacts permit him to pass, but you will go no further. Kaizo is closed. The gates are barred. Our covenant with the Old Ones does not forbid questions. The living were meant to forget Kaizo. Nothing can be gained of remembering it.
I don't understand. Why am I gonna rest my legs?
A challenge would be a welcome distraction. Take your reprieve, doomed one. The chosen people of the Deadfire called Kaizo home. The outsiders were their contemporaries, full of wisdom, ingenuity, and terrifying ambition.
The Inguithans, of course. Only they would create a monster and bind it to guarding their secrets.
They did not create us. They united us as one. The Old Ones and the Outsiders traded, collaborated, learned, and built together. Outsiders augured the doom of the Old Ones. The rift unmade them both. The Outsiders coveted ancient Kaizo. Its occupation was a hindrance. Machines were built on a foundation of outsider lies. When the machines were nearly done, the Outsiders constructed bodies of flesh and bone. Skeletons now, their remains littering great Kaizo. Ones which drew the spirits of the dead through a sieve. Finally, the Outsiders fashioned a guardian to stand vigil over their work. Our bond with the Old Ones compelled us to trust their allies. They offered us a trade, eternal life for eternal service. We were ordered to slam shut the gates of Kaizo for all time. The Outsiders vanished from the world, leaving the old ones dumbfounded. Quiet gave way to chaos. Storms battered the seas. The sleeping hearts of mountains awoke with fury. When the last screams of the old ones faded, only we remained. None but the green colossus whose every footstep disturbs tranquility. You are the first kith to visit the shores of Lost Ukaizo, and you will be the last.
I think he'd be a little more welcoming considering how long it's been since he's talked to
By
anyone.
now, you are rested, and there is little more to tell. May your journey through the wheel be an informed one. You chose death when you set your bearing, traveler. Prepare yourself. Come forth, my minions! Well, that worked. He went immediately for the tiger.
Take him down.
Spread it out a little bit. Ah, come on, really? All right, let's see here. Remember, this thing does damage to friendlies, unlike its tooltip says. Shit. Alright, you go take care of help take care of these guys.
Sure.
Oh, for fuck's sake. What? Where are you guys? Why are you all the way over there? Why did you circle him around so he could tail whip everyone? Okay, who's... okay, alright. Yep, not what I wanted to do, but alright. It'll make things more fun and interesting, right? What are they doing? Are they going to heal him? Alright, he's doing alright on his own. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Just get his tail away from everyone else.
Let's go.
You know what? Get the ads. Get the ads. Why does he have his tail towards everyone again? Where are you going?
Strong. Take him down.
This is futile.
It's better to be around the front than the back. The hell, did we knock its head off?
Let's go.
What's going on here? It's untargetable. There we go. No, why don't you go ahead and summon that? Oh, it bounces. Oh, that would have been nice for the ads. I think I got the ads cleaned up though, so. That seems probably not good and aimed in a very specific direction.
Don't see why not.
Oh, hello! Hello! I don't suppose you can knock them down, can you? Get around behind them.
This thing isn't doing the job.
It should be fine.
Let's go.
Attack him. What you got left? What you got? What you got? What you got? What kind of damage is this? Is that raw damage? 113 to 157 raw. Did I knock him down? Is that what I was looking at? It looked like he was kneeling down.
Can't make a dent.
Oops, what did I just do? That sucks. Did like half damage. Penetration.
Let's go.
If you could not miss, that would be cool too. Get back in that fight.
Let's go. That's not supposed to happen.
I shall.
Alright. Doing well. Doing well. Let's not fuck this up. by not doing well. My dude's over here like, alright guys, I'll solo this one while you all... Uh-oh. Put him down! No! Put him down less hard.
Let's go.
Uh-oh. Did he just reactivate? Ooh, what is that? Getting more parts for himself. It's fine, it's fine. Everything's fine. Nothing to worry about here. Oh, he has two heads now. Okay, we killed the one. Get on the other one. Did we kill the one? Is it dead? I cannot tell. Okay, that looks bad. That's a delayed fireball. Alright.
Let's go.
You might be too close to that as well. I can't target him directly.
Take him down.
You know, get out from being... Okay, yeah, that's cool too. Why am I invisible? What is happening? I'm not invisible. It's picking me up. Did he... Yeah, he lay on hands.
Let's
himself,
go.
So just get back to the attack. Ooh, I have played dead now on the dog. That's good. Try to finish him off. There we go. Got him.
Take him down.
Alright, time for phase 3. 4? Phase 4? I don't know what phase we're on. That's a lot of phases so far.
No.
Not very helpful.
It's immune to fire. I have disintegration now. What am I doing? Jeez.
That's not very helpful.
No, don't do that. Do this. Disintegration. Disintegration. Whoop. Disintegration misses. Fuck him. Do it again. Don't miss this time. Did it miss him again? Disintegration misses. Ah!
This is futile.
Alright, I guess... Oh, you're stunned, so you can't fucking do anything. Alright, you hit... Okay, you can hit everyone with that. Hit everyone with the... Herald of Barath ability. Ooh, hit him for all of 5 damage. What's his damage reduction? Is that thing supposed to do a lot? No, it just... Okay, oh, it immobilizes. I thought that did way more damage. Switch to penetration stance. You do that. You got some ball lightning in there. Hit him some ball lightning. Uh-oh, he's near death. Do the thing! Do the thing! Please don't tell me it bugged out again. It's the second time I've used that ability. Second time I've used that ability and it's bugged out on a boss fight. So I have this ability. 1 per rest, worthy sacrifice. When enemy is near death, if the blade... It kills enemies that are near death, period. 1 hit kills them, no matter what. And it just worked. But he's not dying properly, he's bugged out. So that's a big glitch, a bug in the game. So I have to do that whole fight over. Nope, it's still bugged. I was hoping maybe if I let it go. That just really sucks. I have my paladin built around using that dagger specifically. Like it's soul bindable to a paladin, and it gives the sacrifice ability. Oh, that's really good too. 10% chance to repeat attacks after 5. 6 with priest spells. Wait, what? I thought I bound it to his paladin, not his priest. Because it binds with paladin or priest. Damn, that sucks. I should have... whatever. But the entire reason I built him around the spec was for boss fights. There's supposed to be a patch coming out soon. Gojira! Let it be known that I beat that boss fight on my first attempt, in case something goes sideways this time.
Whoa, that's
What?
So alone. Never alone. Here, we guard the silence of a Kaizo. A Kaizo is the living were meant to forget Ukaizo. Nothing can be gained of remember. Curious. The old ones had stalwart powers of concentration, but nothing like yours. The chosen people of the dead fire, the outsiders
The
were their
Inquisitors,
contemporaries.
of course.
Full of wit, they did not create. The old outsiders augured the outside when the machines were skeletons. One fine art they are. We were ordered to slam the outside quiet when the last screams of the old ones faded. Only none but you are. We hope may your journey through the. You chose death.
And you don't have a pet, do you? Oops.
Let's go.
What's his armor? 12? What's your penetration? 11 and 10. Okay. This gives how much more penetration? Plus 2 penetration. Okay. Well, plus 50% recovery time, but I guess it doesn't matter if you can't penetrate. So it's 4 penetration, which I don't think he needs anymore, but. Did he just spit out an ad? Is that what I saw?
No.
Where are you going? What are you doing? Stop it.
Let's go.
It's not very helpful.
Ooh, that was a lot of damage. How we doing over here? Still doing well, alright.
Let's go. Can't make it dead.
Oh, I completely whiffed that. Good job, me. Try again.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to put this on.
I bring your aid.
Doing the job.
We did, we knocked his head off.
Take him down.
Completely whiffed. Oh, fuck. Really? I didn't think he had engagement on the dog. I wasn't fucking paying attention. Back in the fight, puppy.
Let's go.
Confound it! It usually works.
Why that broke concentration. Okay, now heal him. Okay, he's not engaged by that guy.
Take him down.
Let's get back. So many things are happening.
This is futile. Let's go.
Nice. Damn. My dude's getting his ass whipped all the way across the battlefield. He is flanked, right? Okay, he's almost dead. He is flanked. Yes. Dragon stood back up.
Let's go.
Smart. No longer smart. Terrified. Does that ability take terrified off? Where is it? What's it called? It's the ability that when he hits a friendly, it takes them out of... Oh, that's nice. Still looking. What the hell is the name of that ability? The fuck? Inspired paint. No, that's not it either. I don't... Okay. There's one way to find out. Hit him with your sword! Actually... Yeah. Hit him with your sword. See, that snaps him out of him. Bloop. You missed. He missed. God damn it.
I'm stuck.
Did the dragon just kill its own? Hold on, I gotta see this. Did the dragon just... I'm not sure. It damn sure looks like the dragon just killed its own helper.
Sure.
Alright, it does not get terrified off. But hey, now we know. He's got something on him that makes it so I can't... target him with abilities. Which is weird. He's not immune to frost, is he? Oh, okay, that's weird. Alexa, stop. Does that hit friendlies or not? Who's that one? That's the one that does AoE damage and knocks everyone back. Just does direct raw damage. Just looking at someone funny. Oh no. Oh no. Stunned for how long? 12 seconds? Oh my god.
Take him down.
That's not what I told you to do. That's not even remotely what I told you to do. I told you to stand where you were and fucking cast the heal.
Let's go.
Yeah, keep that ability on him that makes him flanked.
Take him down.
Target him with abilities again, at least. Alright, let's try disintegration again. Did it work that time? Why is he stunned? What is happening? Uh-oh. He's getting a third head?
Let's go.
Can we... What is happening? He's untargetable
Take him
again.
down.
Oh, it was healing itself.
Tile.
Alright. Try disintegration again. You know what? Disintegration. 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 Current target. Current engager, right? So disintegration first, then soul annihilation. Abandon casting disintegration. You're gonna cast the fucking spell.
That's it.
God, I love that paladin ability. Uh-oh, what is that? Ingwithin. Can I disengage?
That's not very helpful. This is.
Are you just here to watch, or do I need to... Oh, hey, look. Oh, I can't cast anything. Why? I guess because
Let's go.
That's not very helpful.
You know what? Where's my mage?
Let's go. Beyond.
Oh, Oh, potato. Ooh, that hit hard that time. Alright, man. You need to heal up and then start hitting people. Why can he not use his abilities disabled? For how long? Alright, you gotta disengage. Cool.
Sure.
That was a weak ass heal.
Take him down.
Did his watchful presence pop yet? Yes. Didn't I get a new heal? Ooh. Not realize it was that big. Come on, disintegration! Once you get out of that. No, why don't you not run into that? Holy shit! Did you get the spell off?
Let's go.
Did I finally get disintegration on something? Yes! How much did it hit for? Didn't hit for anything yet. Oh wait, yeah it did. Hit for 297.6 raw damage every 3 seconds for 15 what? What? I don't understand that spell.
That wasn't that bad.
No, don't cast disintegration on your own fucking teammates. Swat! Hit him! Fast!
Take him down.
Oh, it was silent scream, not disintegration. Alright.
Yeah, stop that. Let's go.
Did I kill that other dude? Disintegration had to have hit him. Disintegration. 300 damage every 3 seconds for 15 seconds. That is broken.
Take him down. On your side.
Nope, Disintegration. Come on. Oh, he's almost dead. Just hit him. Annihilation. We were not that close to leveling. How much XP was that worth? Oh, you're not going to show me how much XP that was worth? Because that just gave us an entire level. Like, I just leveled up.
I've got it.
Boy.
Huh?
Oh? No trouble at all.
Looks like trouble.
Oh!
Let's go.
Missed one.
Take him down.
Charmed already. God damn it. Paladin! Nope! Why would you attack your own fucking teammate? Give me a break. You knock him down. You interrupt them.
Let's go.
Or, you know, get dominated. That's cool too.
Hey, watch it with that. Hey, watch it with that.
Did I hit him? Did I get him with disintegration? It grazed him. I don't think it matters as long as it hits. 309 damage per second. I really want to see that tick. Oh, it already hit him. It already hit him. He's already at half health.
On your...
Hey! Whose side are you on?
Oh, it ticked again. That is so ridiculous. I want to see the damage. Show me the damage. Show me the damage.
Enough. Let's go.
What? Did he miss his attack?
Stop that.
Just get away from him. They can't hurt you. If you're not near them.
Enough.
Hey, whose side?
Nice.
Will do. Well, right.
So I'm pretty sure disintegration might be the most broken thing in the game. 297.6 raw damage per 3 seconds for 15 seconds. Like, is that to make up for the mediocreness of the damage output up to that point on the Cypher? This was made by the same people that made Baldur's Gate and Icewind Dale, yes.
Oh?
It's ridiculous. Because I can immediately, if I have full focus, I can cast disintegration, disintegration, disintegration on 3 separate targets. % chance to completely resist a spell. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna take that. +1 to my discipline. Yeah, but isn't disintegration in D&D like a fucking 20th
yeah.
level spell or some
Gladly.
crazy shit?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. All in, okay, so that's Whirlwind. I gotta remember that. I feel like it doesn't even do that much in D&D, or it's really hard to hit with. It's just absolutely absurd. In that case, I can't see it doing that much damage. Seriously, that's a 300 damage per 3 seconds for 15 seconds. That takes 5 times. That's 1,500 damage. That's enough to kill. That's probably enough to have killed that boss, or at least brought him to like 70, down by like 50 or 75% in one go. Yeah, that's... Yeah, neither one of those versions of disintegration are nearly as powerful as this one. Like, my characters average 300 health each, so... For me to have an ability that does 300 damage 5 times in a row is crazy. And it's extremely accurate, because that's just my accuracy? No. 75 accuracy is up there. How did you get a wound?
Huh?
Seems really mediocre. 10% cast speed. That might be good. 6-second cast time though. Only lasts 30 seconds. As opposed to this thing which had a massive radius. Yeah, let's go for that. Because I don't have anything in this tree that I actually use. Shit, I forgot to look at my priest tree to see if there was anything I could take. Whoopsie. Everyone having 1 point in one skill. So I was looking at the list earlier, so the party assist. It's... I think if you have like 1 to 4 points in a skill, it gives... No, it's... I don't remember. Diminishing returns, though. You have to have like 29 points in a skill to give +8 to the party. Okay, well that looks like that confirms it. So this is plus... Never mind. No, it doesn't. Don't know. Oh, wow. Okay, that's a big minus 30% duration on a beneficial. So if I see a caster, yeah, let's take that. So if I see a caster and I hit him with my interrupt, it also will take 30 seconds off any beneficial effects that they have on him. That would be nice. I feel like Disintegration's going to get nerfed. I don't see how they're going to be able to leave it in that powerful. Didn't they do this with the first game? Wasn't the Cypher way too powerful when they first came out? There was another spell in here that I wanted. That's neat. Wow. 8th level has a lot of good spells. There's no more utility things that I wanted there. Yeah, let's take that. It's a good little utility tier. Tough, Uncanny Luck, Far Casting, and Quick Casting. Yep.
Yeah.
We're all level 17 now. Night.
Yeah, sure. On it.
The Promenade.
A word?
What?
Huh?
Hey, look who it is.
You wanted to talk to me.
Well, we got him out of there, but he is all alone out there. I hope this time it's different. I worry, though.
Better wants to talk
What's
to
on
you.
your mind?
You're the one that wants to talk to me.
You look like you have something on your mind. As a matter of fact, I saw my mother for the first time in
We already
years.
had this conversation.
It was.
I don't know why they want to talk to me. It seems like a glitch.
Steady does it.
I hope you got a way of turning off that storm. Looks unfriendly. Mean-spirited, even.
Very rude storm. Uh-oh.
Gilded Vale got its name from the way the wheat fields used to look in the sun. But this place really is gilded. Might as well be a different world. Well, hard to miss what you can barely remember. All I know is my life took a turn when this world came stomping into mine. These great people got a funny way of passing on. They disappear from the world, but leave their problems behind for the rest of us to deal with. I guess maybe that's one good thing that's come out of this. Well, at least for me. I got something to do with my life that doesn't involve hauling or shoveling. I even got a friend or two out of it. Whole world's about to face the biggest test it ever saw. What Aethys is doing, it's gonna change everything. We may not survive. Kith, I mean. You know, I broke a wheel once too. First thing I thought of when we learned what Aethys was doing. My mom had this spinning wheel, and she loved it. Well, I was playing with it in the way a young child might when his parents are out, and that wheel came right off. It wouldn't go back into place, so I pushed it harder, and pretty soon I'd broken off a spoke. Broke off 3 more trying to fix that. Anyway, I got whipped pretty good for it. That wheel was never the same, even after my dad fixed it. I used to think of the gods as being like parents to all of us. And now I know better. They're children, playing while their folks are gone. "5 years ago, you controlled the destiny of thousands of souls in Sun and Shadow. But the choice you make today shall define the fate of every living thing in Aora. I suppose that's true. And I suppose it can be comforting to remember that. I know you'll choose wisely. And no matter what happens, it's been an honor journeying with you. Again.
Thanks, bud.
Right.
Huh? On it.
Fancy.
Keeping quiet.
Sure.
Huh?
I've got it.
The machine controlling the storm winds down. The clattering of its machinery settles into a low whir and then, at last, hiccups to a halt. Beyond the tower, the black, roiling clouds of Andra's mortar roll away from the ancient city of Ukaizo, with only a tired sigh of wind to see them off. And on that last breath of wind, comes to you a familiar sound. The ring of a bell. The bell's ringing is soft, not the clangor and torrent you've grown used to. It calls to your soul, and your soul yearns to follow it. Your soul flees from your body and into the beyond, chasing that sound. It leads you at last to Bareth's realm, to that cold platform and room of endless doors.
Watcher, your journey nears its conclusion.
The pallid night stands before you, her gaunt face impassive.
That will depend on the will of Kith, whose desires are ever in flux. Soon you will confront Aethys for what will likely be the final time, and you will do so as the Herald of Bareth, the only creature on the face of Eora to whom he will listen. Remember that.
The pallid night inclines her head to you, black hair hanging lank in her face. She steps back and cedes the floor to Helia with a small, resigned sigh.
If Aethys truly intends to go through with his mad plan to destroy the wheel, a generation's worth of souls will be trapped in the in-between. So many would suffer. How can Aethys be so cruel? He cannot just abandon them. Aethys must help the Kith find a quick solution.
Helia says. Abaddon strides forward.
Aethys thrust this crisis on the Kith. They did not bring it upon themselves. Their only mistake was entrusting us to watch over them. Who will help them rebuild their world now?
Aethys will reveal every secret of the gods. Will Kith be able to change the established order if they have no wonder to inspire them? Aethys must help them resolve this quickly, lest every one of Eora's few remaining mysteries be laid plain.
Ouch.
Coddled children learn nothing that is not spoon-fed to them.
I don't give a damn what you have to say.
With the wheel destroyed, Kith will tear themselves apart. It is the gods' duty to prevent that happening, lest they doom us all. And as Kith must be ruled, so too must the gods. I say that if Aethys is so eager to throw down the mantle of power and step aside, I shall take my rightful place as Queen of the Gods again.
Kith are strongest when they follow our lead.
Put on a damn
and we are
shirt.
strongest when we lead in turn. United in purpose with the gods, Kith can accomplish things that without us, they could never have even begun. They must be shown their boundaries to surpass them.
I don't understand what she's saying. She's saying she wants Aethys to break the wheel and reveal everything to everyone? Or she doesn't.
Kith will not solve Aethys' puzzle on their own. And without an established order to fight against, the bonds that bind them dissolve. and they fight amongst themselves.
Scan says, and casts a long look toward Wodaka.
You cannot trust us, and you never should have. Only the Kith may save themselves.
Wodaka's firm hand is but the motherly smothering of Helia by another name. Mortals should have no special advantages. Only once Kith have striven to improve themselves through trial will they truly know their measure. Kith must suffer to find their strength if they are to survive the world into which Eothas drags them.
Galawain says.
I'm not really sure. Okay. I'm not really sure all the points these guys are trying to make. A lot of them seem to be making counterpoints to what they were arguing in past meetings.
Our intervention in your struggle would be a cruelty and counter to our purpose.
Galawain says. He lets his words hang in the air for a moment. Gaze, level with your own.
Indeed. Kith must discover for themselves what it is they are worth, and of what it is they are capable. What we do for them, they do not learn for themselves. Trial breeds ingenuity. If our work of generations was not in vain, Kith will succeed in spite of Eothas' actions.
Magrin says.
I'm confused as to the point all these guys are trying to argue, because before they were all like, we got to stop Eothas from breaking the wheel, and now they're... I don't know, because now they seem resigned to the fact that Eothas is going to break the wheel, but it seems like they're trying to convince me of something, but I'm not sure what it is. Also, I'll be right back. So, what I'm thinking is Eothas is going to break the wheel no matter what. And there's some decision that I have to make, but I don't understand what it is. But then I think Pillars of Eternity 3 is going to be trying to help people figure out how to basically do what the wheel did on their own. I guess we'll find out.
I have faith in Kith's ability to meet Eothas' challenge. Do not mistake my words for indifference, Watcher. They are born from a fierce belief in your potential, not a refutation of it.
It's a good point. I couldn't get any of the 4. Of course, that's just from this region. All the people in this region seem to be just a bunch of jackasses. I ended up having to come here by myself instead of getting help. Also, that's really aggravating me. She's got like a one-handed grip on a massive two-handed sword. Just wanted to point that out. The grip on that sword should probably be up to here.
And yet you come to Okaizo alone, with none at your back. All that Kith stand to lose, And even then, your leaders could not join hands, squabbling instead over prestige and resources. You believe that will change when my final death comes calling? You are a greater fool than I thought.
I tell you
says.
I tell you what I think about that, but I don't want you to disintegrate me again. So.
Margaret is blinded by her affection for mortals. She does not see that entropy is the destiny of all things. If Eothas were wise, he would destroy everything. End life, end reincarnation, end death. Kith have had their chance. It is time to let silence reign.
You just need to go sit in the corner and get back to cutting yourself.
As Rimergon's words fade, the Pallid Knight returns. She no longer towers over you, a giant even among the gods, but meets you at your height. She lets the arms crossed over her chest fall to her sides. She speaks to you openly, plainly, an expression almost like tenderness, turning up the corners of her lips.
Well, Watcher, you know where we stand. What do you believe?
It should definitely help. But I feel like people will be fine even if they don't. Or this will be an extinction level event.
The Pallid Knight raises one dark eyebrow.
I did not conjure the wheel as you know it now from the air. It was built slowly, with great deliberation by Kith. It is as much your wheel as mine.
Great, you can help us rebuild it.
Now the time has come for us to part, Watcher.
I suppose you want to give me that sword and armor before we part.
I laid upon you a difficult duty, and I know you desire to be free of it. You will be in time, but not now. You have work to do yet. You are no stranger to hard choices. You killed Theos, and when his soul was laid bare before you, you chose to destroy his memories. You freed him from his past. Remember the strength it took to make that choice, and know that you alone may sway Eothas now. When you stand before him, choose your words carefully.
She claps her gauntleted hands together, and a sound like thunder rumbles through the room. As the floor crumbles and falls away beneath you, you hear the sound of a single bell ringing, and beneath it, the faintest whisper.
You keep falling asleep on me, I'm gonna have to start walking behind you with a pillow.
You should do that anyways.
Oh, by the way, the storm's gone. Also, I think Eothas is ending the world.
You don't have to be dramatic about it.
It seems we're all still here.
What did they want me to do? Actually, they wanted me to do the least reprehensible thing, personally, but they had the character that I was trying to romance going around on assassination missions trying to destabilize innocent nations. So I told the Deadfire company to go fuck itself. That's why I'm here by myself without anyone else's help.
Yeah? I trust you.
Nice and slow.
It's not combat anyways.
What you people from lush, bright lands fail to grasp is that Rauatai isn't a storm-tossed spit of land. It's the Kith who stand together there. Okaizo belongs to us. We've earned it with blood and sweat, and no one shall take it from us now. I can't stop him. Neither can you. But I can give my country a chance at weathering what comes next.
I don't really care what you do with this place. I just didn't want to help you do other shit to help me get here.
Rauataians! Defend Ukaizo!
From what? I'm not even here to fucking do anything to Ukaizo. But it's fine. If you want to die that badly, I will oblige you. You know what? Just pop everything. Pop everything. That caster. Get that caster as well. Oh. You guys are fucked. Oh, hello. Fuck you up. I get to actually use a spell for once. Ooh. Did it not work? Did it really just not work? Did it fail? Oh, attackers get damage. I did not realize that's how that worked. Holy shit. When he struck in Meiji, oh my god. Hit me, bro. Definitely did not realize that's how that works. Just keep interrupting shot. Interrupting shot. Bloop. Oh, it's supposed to stun him. Okay, does he still have it? Yeah, wow, that's crazy. Did not realize that's how that worked. Nice. Nice. I don't even know why I'm messing around here. I'm whipping these guys' asses. You know what? Just stab him. Just stab him. Well, that was fucking dumb of them. They attacked me, like, I literally had no option to be like, look, I don't want to fight, you can have the city. I just didn't want your help getting here.
Tell me. I shall.
Understood that reference. Chris Tucker. Damn. Can't go in a rush hour train. Alright, I don't think I got any loot from that I can use. Rest and get all those abilities back.
I'm here. As you wish.
Steady does.
At least what's her name wasn't here. I was thinking they were gonna force a confrontation. I was hoping they were gonna force a confrontation and that I was gonna be able to sway her back to my side. But I didn't want to fight them anyways. I mean, that seemed kind of forced. I don't care what you do with your stupid island.
You descend into the ancient winding streets of Ukaizo. Battered by storms for thousands of years, the ruins bear the marks of their role as the lone witnesses of the gods' great secret at the center of the city. The houses and boulevards are pierced by great spears of luminous Audra. There are no ashen bodies, no birds, no sign or sound of any life. But with every step, the rhythmic pounding in the distance draws nearer. Soon, you can feel the vibration traveling up your spine. As you approach the center of the city, the weathered architecture gives way to more luminous Audra, piercing the ruins, eventually overtaking them entirely. Cresting the top of a fallen tower, you finally get a clear view of Aethys. He stands, legs astride, next to a great stone monument ringed with 11 cavernous alcoves. All but 3 hold a gargantuan skeleton, bones scrubbed clean by the city's storms.
That's the bodies of the gods. Or something different. All but 3.
An immense Anguithan machine floats above the monument, suspended by invisible energy emanating from a well of light beneath it. Great brass rings spin around a core of metal and Audra at the machine's center. Periodically, Aethys's massive arms swing back. The movement alone is enough to draw great gusts of wind toward him. When they come down on the machine, the impacts are accompanied by eruptions of electricity, fire, and smoke. The hundreds of luminous Audra pillars across Ukaizo sympathetically dim in a rippling wave that spreads out from the machine. The only safe route to the god is a steep ascent along a monstrous pillar of luminous Audra. Intertwined with fragments of Ukaizo's ruins that it has carried through the centuries. The pillar bends in a long arc, towering above the machine. The pillar levels out near Aethys's head, a silent observer to the destruction of the machine it has grown beside over thousands of years. You weave your way along a treacherous rain-slicked path up the pillar's skyward side. As you arrive at the top, you catch Aethys's attention. Fist pulled back, he pauses to observe you. With the same gentleness he showed at Ashen Maw, he lowers his arm and turns toward you.
Strange
to see Ukaizo in this way.
Have you been getting bigger?
It may be hard to picture, but this city was once full of life. The Huana, yes, but also kith from many other cultures. Great hanging trees shadowed these boulevards. Gardens sprawled across the open rooftops. Each spring, a festival procession would wind its way from the hillside into this valley. The celebrants would pass through a steep walk among the stalls of foreign merchants, flowers falling upon them from all sides. All people of all nations, together in a celebration of new life. Such was the power and beauty of lost Ukaizo.
This isn't right. You can't put this burden on us. You can't make the gods' problems, our responsibility to fix. How can you have faith that what you're doing is good? You know how many people are going to suffer because of this. No matter how you spin this, you can't set it straight.
Adair, I wish I could explain it to you. It breaks my heart that I cannot. But no matter how much you curse me, do not despair. The souls of this world will need people like you. Lights burning brightly in the darkness to come.
What right do you have to do this? Destroy the wheel and leave us with nothing? Without even knowing what will come next?
Aloth, we are all gods and mortals, responsible for our own actions. But inaction carries its own moral responsibility. It is a burden I have carried for far too long. One must always do as their conscience dictates, even if that means abdicating a position of power. But what of you, Watcher? Why have you followed me? Have you come to bear witness to the breaking of the wheel?
Maybe I could throw my polearm at him. I don't like the connotations of that. Who do I mean as a leader? Myself? Fuck that. Him? Maybe. If I understood who the strong leader implied here was, then that's probably the option I would choose. Oh, unless they, as in the gods, unless the gods have a strong leader. Makes sense. Still, I hope it's referring to Aothas and not me. I don't think it's referring to me. So, my options are between these two. Just do a complete 180 to how I've been playing my character this whole time. You know what? Just fucking destroy everything. Abaddon or Rimmergand is right. Just take it all. Ain't no one gonna be in Pillars of Eternity 3. I guess I'll choose this option since it's not clear as to who I'm talking about is gonna be the leader, which I don't like. That's aggravating.
Mortals are already inspired. It is what has pushed them on for hundreds of generations to reach this point in time. Animancy is poised to go far beyond what we Ingwithans ever discovered. Why does Helia think I should lend more power to mortals?
It's a real hard line to believe, or to believe in my guy saying, considering all the shitheads I've met between Pillars of Eternity 1, all the leadership just trying to murder everyone, and then this game, all the leadership of the 4 factions, you know, just looking out for themselves. But, you know, then I've got my group of badass, good people. Between option 1 and 3. So lend more power to mortals. That's interesting. I wonder what that implies. I didn't realize that's what I was saying.
I see your point. Perhaps it was naive of me to think that mortals could immediately set about to fixing the wheel in the midst of such chaos. From where should mortals draw their inspiration? Very well, Watcher. I will ensure that mortals are inspired by my passing, that my power not be expended in vain. I must attend to my final work now.
Was that it? Was that our whole conversation before you obliterate?
You have carried a heavy burden across the Deadfire, Watcher. Before I go, I would rid you of it.
I guess I'm no longer the Herald of Bareth.
You are free now. As free as any of us can be. Many will come to you for help in the years ahead. Animancers, priests, even the gods themselves.
Dude, I'm only level 17. I mean, come on.
I have great hope for you. But always remember that your future is for you to decide. Use your freedom well.
Aethys squares himself to the machine. As you move to a safe distance, he draws his fist back and resumes his assault. The blows rain down with increased fervor, but the machine perseveres in spite of his efforts. Spreading his arms wide, Aethys draws power from the luminous Audra clustered around the valley. The energy courses through his body, limbs overflowing with intense light and waves of heat. He returns to his task, each strike bringing with it the sound of cracking stone and twisting metal, the flickering of luminous Audra across Ukaizo. As the ancient machine finally begins to succumb to his strength, so too does Aethys's body, built to withstand the passage of thousands of years. The great Audra statue has finally been pushed beyond its limits. Cracks appear along the hands, then race up the arms. Aethys does not slow his assault, but continues unabated. Its brass rings twisted, the machine spins erratically but withstands the relentless barrage. Aethys stands astride it and pummels the base of the machine. Soul energy begins to flare out from the machine's heart, warping the air with the intense heat. Aethys drives his right fist into the machine's center, the core of metal and Audra. The god lets out a deafening shout, something between a cry of anguish and a roar of exultation. You see Aethys' arm shatter upward from his hand through his elbow. A flash of light and heat bursts from the core, accompanied by a cacophony of destruction. The moment passes as Aethys' shout echoes throughout the valley. Your eyes begin to recover. The god's work is accomplished. The great machine of Ukaizo has been destroyed. The wheel has been unmade. As Aethys' voice fades, the enormity of what you've accomplished sinks in. You have confronted a god. You have rediscovered the ancient city where the wheel was forged, and you have seen the wheel shattered. What comes next is uncertain, but already the legend spreads of the Watcher, who survived Andra's mortar and stood toe-to-toe with Aethys. On your recommendation, Aethys disperses his essence, and that of the thousands of souls within him, to centers of knowledge and learning around the world. Animancers, engineers, wizards, and scholars of all stripes make astounding breakthroughs in understanding and harnessing the phenomena that govern Eora. While some of these developments prove beneficial to Kith, others are decidedly less so. But such is the price of innovation. What remains to be seen is how, indeed whether, they will restore the cycle Aethys has broken. In reaching Ukaizo and facing Aethys, you have accomplished the impossible. And you have done it without the assistance of the great powers of Deadfire. Your feats capture the awe and imagination of a world that needs heroes more than ever. Some say your intervention prevented Aethys from a far worse act of destruction. Many believe you will be the salvation of Eora. With each day, your legend grows, as does the chaos in Deadfire. Ukaizo remains unclaimed, and the Efekia Channel becomes the site of a near-constant battle as the Huana and the Rawatayans vie for control of the unprotected island. The Rawatayans rely on their cannons, and the Huana call forth massive waves and beasts of the deep to sink their foes. And while they chip away at one another, the Valians and the Principi pursue their own ends with increasing abandon. Emboldened by their rivals' distraction, the Valian Trading Company seizes territory and mines luminous Audra at a startling pace. Huana villages are left at the mercy of unscrupulous speculators, and resource-rich islands are swarmed and stripped. To support their operations, the Valian Trading Company begins shipping ever greater quantities of supplies and luminous Audra to and from the archipelago. This attracts the attention of the Principi, who target these ships with increasing aggression. The promise of fat prizes draws even more pirates to their ranks. The Rawatayans, as well as the Huana, are too busy to stop them. The mysterious deaths of Governor Clario and Storm Speaker Ikawa provoke hostilities between the Valian settlers and the Huawan residents. What starts with angry words escalates to retaliatory killings as each side blames the other. By the time anyone bothers to question the strange coincidences surrounding their deaths, including reports of a cloaked Omawi woman seen in both the port and the village, both sides have gone too far to turn back. As the balance of power changes in Deadfire, so too does Nekataka transform. With the major powers at one another's throats, Nekataka becomes a maelstrom of chaos. Spies and smugglers follow the flow of refugees into the city, where violence is commonplace. Ukaizo remains the coveted prize, and Nekataka fades into an afterthought. Largely forgotten amidst more prominent concerns, the Gullet continues to be a miserable place, especially for those Raparu who flee to Nekataka seeking a haven amidst the turmoil. For them, the Grand City is a promise cruelly broken. The Water Shapers Guild is allowed to remain in Neketaka. Its members continue their arcane art and dream of finding the ancient secrets of their practice.
I never once even went in there.
Your brief encounter with Letharn proves deeply influential for the children of the Dawnstars. Plagued with nightmares and haunted by the deaths at Hesango, Letharn begins questioning his faith in Aethys. At first, his fellow Dawnstars chide him, but that changes as word of Aethys' deeds at Ukaizo spreads. After all, what business have they worshipping a god who denied his own legitimacy? The faith of the children of the Dawnstars fades, but their commitment to the people of Deadfire does not. They continue feeding, healing, and helping the neediest, just as they have for decades. It is no longer a holy mission, but it is a mission all the same. Ruanu, the chieftain of the Huana at Tikawara, dies mysteriously. The tribe finds his body washed up on the same beach where Anaharu challenged him to the trial of waves. Some blame Anaharu's vengeful spirit. Others see it as Ngati's final judgment. And a few speak of a strange man seen lingering in the village.
I have no idea what that's about. This is the end of the game, I just beat it.
The leaderless tribe eventually scatters. Some head to Neketaka, while others seek out the Wahaki. Though your adventures alter the destiny of Aora and the balance of power in Deadfire, they also leave a lasting mark on those who travel at your side.
I never found this guy.
Your companions find themselves changed, in ways both big and small. Adair returns to Hesango, where he reunites with Byrne, the son of his former lover, Alava. The boy takes heart in Adair's account that Aethys and all the other gods were false, petty, and unworthy of the love of Kith. Realizing how close he came to dying for this cause, Byrne finds renewed purpose in working alongside his uncle to repair the many scars left upon Deadfire by the gods. Under Adair's guidance, Byrne grows into the kind of irreverent, stubborn hothead that would have made his mother proud, and Adair visits her gravesite, often to tell her so. Shodi is not a priestess who understands the meaning of subtlety. As such, she makes her girlish crush on Adair painfully obvious from the moment she first sets eyes on the strapping fighter. Early in your travels, Adair appears discomforted by her persistent flirting. He often grimaces when she sidles up to him, and he takes endless pains to keep their conversations terse and to the point. But after a little smoothing on your part to nudge them in the right direction, Adair makes an effort to view Shodi with an open mind. And Shodi begins teasing the veteran fighter in a more companionable and less amorous manner. After saving each other's hides a couple times and sharing more than a few laughs, the two form an easy, and you suspect, lifelong friendship. Shodi's journey through the Deadfire on your ship is an eye-opening experience for the sheltered farm girl. After many souls harvested, more lives aided, and much adventure had, the priestess declares her intent to rejoin her fellow missionaries at the Temple of Gon in Neketaka. Following a shy grin and an overzealous handshake, Shodi leaves you with an open invitation to visit her anytime. It is some months later when she pens you a missive. Can you hardly believe it? Her chicken scratch handwriting reads. Sawin sailing for distant lands. She's leaving me in charge of the temple. I've been named the High Priestess of Gon. If Aloth has learned one thing from your adventures, it is that the forces shaping the world are vaster and more complex than he had ever imagined. And they are far beyond anyone's power to control. Thus, it is with great relief that he abandons his labors against the Leaden Key. Without Theus at the helm, it will crumble in its own time. The best he can do is stand back and allow it to happen.
I'm pretty sure his companion quest was bugged. I was at the place where I was supposed to complete it. I wonder if that would have changed this at the end, but there was nothing to do. Like, I couldn't do anything. So, oh well.
Seraphin seems little impacted by your journey. Always knew the gods were larger than me, he tells you, on the evening he decides to part from your company. He's too long put aside those he cares most for. He confesses over a bottle of rum, and he's got leagues to sail to make it right. The following morning, he's gone, leaving only a crude stick figure rendering of Aethys, scrawled into the hull to mark his passage. The Valian Trading Company is initially furious when they learn that Pallegina had assisted the Watcher in claiming Ukaizo. In the chaotic aftermath, the company takes a more nuanced view of Pallegina's actions. The turmoil in the region allows the well-organized company to seize a number of valuable assets from their competitors. Though Pallegina is not rewarded for her actions, nor is she punished, the Dukes and Sangreta agree to forget her support of the Watcher. She is quietly reassigned to duty in the Valian Republics, an order she gladly obeys. Time away from the Navy gives Maya Rua some perspective on how Rawatai conducted the Deadfire occupation. No sooner does she return to active duty than she voices her frustrations over some of the more underhanded tactics she witnessed and carried out in the name of the homeland. Her voice carries all the way to the Ranganui, who reminds his admirals that battles are won by superior tactics, but war is a battle of precedent, and winning is not always a victory. The people listen. Though Maya's covert assignment in the Deadfire is considered a success, few claim knowledge of it or openly congratulate her. She receives no praise beyond knowing glances or the occasional raised tankard from her countrymen. She never responds. She looks forward to seeing her brother again. So does Ashiza. Your pursuit of Aethys and your journey to Ukaizo signal the end of forces that have shaped the lives of Kith and the course of nations. The cycle of reincarnation has been broken. The storms of Andra's mortar have calmed. Yet each ending promises a new beginning. As the sun rises over Ukaizo, Kith turn their gaze eastward, wondering at what lies beyond, and at the world they will fashion for themselves. As the Watcher of Cadnua and the former Herald of Bareth, you return to your ship and begin the long journey home. You hope for calm weather.
I know they have a few expansions planned for this. Hopefully one of them lets you pick up right after and whip the shit out of everyone who's trying to mess stuff up. I want to raise my own navy and claim Ukaizo as my own. Be like, how's about you all quit being a bunch of dick faces? But I hope you guys enjoyed my playthrough of Pillars of Eternity 2. Fantastic game. I call it a 9.5 out of 10. The two things, well, the number one thing they could do to bump that to a 10 is unfuck the tooltips. The tooltips in this game are absolutely atrocious. Like when you're dealing in a game of numbers and percentages and rolls, when you look at a tooltip, it needs to give you every little bit of information that you need. I don't know what tier of backer I was. And these are not in alphabetical order anyways, so. So yeah, the tooltips need to be improved because I didn't choose the class that I wanted to choose at the beginning of the game because the tooltips explaining the bonuses and the penalties were just way too vague, and that really pissed me. And that's for every subclass in a lot of abilities and items in the game. Just super vague tooltips. That's unacceptable, especially since all of that stuff, all the explanation for what they do is in the calculations for what they do when you're using them. So why not put that in the damn tooltips? The other thing they need to do is make it so you can freaking match your helmet color to your armor. That really aggravates me. Like, I wanna have my armor and my helmet on, and they need to match. I don't want a freaking bright purple helmet and a neon green breastplate. Like, it just looks ridiculous. So they need to add armor dye in along with dyeing your clothing. So that's obviously, but there's only one suit of matching armor in the entire game. That really aggravates the shit out of me. At least give the option to strip all color and just make it look like steel. So once again, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys, I guess, tomorrow night for World War II mission.